What's up everyone, it's Jambor's new video, and this video, oh wow, the biggest scandal of nowadays Eurovision probably. I don't know from what history actually just happened, and to find it's another part of conclusion. And of course I will be talking about Jost Klein and the false accusation it was put on him, which was denied by the Swedish prosecutor as there is no evidence for him doing any harm. And that it means that all the disqualification and all the drama around it was, first of all, unnecessary, and second of all, it was lawless. And the thing is that, of course, that might happen. Imagine that you're a manager of EBU whatsoever, and one of the contestants is taken by the police, or this is a police case. So probably they somehow did a right thing at some point, but also, and what I'm saying from the beginning on my Twitter, that if he will be found innocent, this is a big serious thing for EBU. It's a blowing serious thing for the EBU, which 100% must do now everything to compensate AVROTROS, the public broadcaster, the Dutch public broadcaster, because they lost a lot of investments in there, and also reputation blow, and also the scandal and everything. But also Jost, as his reputation, nerves, I don't know, like I can imagine how actually stressful this situation must have been for him. And okay, you can say like, I didn't like the song, maybe I didn't even like Jost that much, but come on, this is not about if I like somebody or not. Like, if somebody is falsely accused such seriously, with such serious consequences, and there is no compensation, this is hard. And in my opinion, EBU already should have a plan about how to solve the situation, because they should thought that if they react like this, they need to also have this plan B. What if we are wrong? What if we did a wrong thing? Of course, I rather wouldn't like to be in the body of the person who put those claims on it, because this, in my opinion, it's very, very wild if you cannot support such things. And imagine, there must have been so many witnesses, and even though there cannot be proven this, that he's innocent. And I think this is a very important thing what I will say now, as there is this what if actually he did something a little bit wrong or so. Like, we shouldn't think like that. He didn't. He was proven he didn't. It wasn't a case. And then this is a reputation blown as crazy, even it was a try to punish somebody for something in a very, very exaggerated way, I would say. And for me, it was very crazy to read this AVROTROS message to the EBU, this open letter. I will read it for you. Reaction AVROTROS on suspended Swedish public prosecutor's investigation. We have also just learned that the criminal investigation against Jost Klein has been suspended by the Swedish public prosecutor's office because there is no evidence of criminal conduct. From the beginning, we have said that this disqualification was unnecessary and disproportionate, and so it now appears to be. We are still deeply disappointed that the Europapa adventure of Jost Klein and of the entire Netherlands was brutally ended in this way. The next step is to have a meeting with the EBU management about this matter at very short notice. This meeting will focus on this unjust disqualification. We will also discuss all our other objections about the course of events behind the scenes, as the song contest that we previously sent to the EBU in a comprehensive letter of objection, which to date has remained unanswered. In my opinion, this is absolutely crazy, like how in such a serious situation such things are unanswered. Like, who the hell is working in EBU? Like, what is this? Like, they created new positions and whatsoever, and for this case they just played that. Like, in my opinion, this is crazy. They already should have been with talks with AVROTROS and maybe also Jost Klein, and talking about possible of plan A, he did something, plan B, he didn't do something, what will be the compensation. It already should have been solved, and actually the proclamation, such open letter or some public article should have been published on both sides, that of course they were working on this together, and if this will end up like this, this and this and that will happen. This is unbelievable. Like, this is, in my opinion, like a managerial failure on the highest scale, because imagine how much money was invested, how much reputation blown was caused, and what all the drama cost, not just even for AVROTROS and Jost, but also for the whole Eurovision. Like, it was full news everywhere. The whole Europe knew about this, and now whole Europe should also know that he did absolutely nothing, and it was basically made up. So this is crazy, but it continues. AVROTROS' approach is and remains that the song contest is about artists and their musical message. The ball is now in the EBU's court. And yes, I think they should really now sit together very, very swiftly and find a solution behind the closed door and find a compensation. The issue is in here that we are talking about public investments. It's public money invested. It's Dutch public money invested, but also it's all the other countries' public money invested. And actually, everybody would like to know the answer. How to approach this? What to do next time if this happened? What is the EBU's communication? What's happening? What the hell? Like, I believe that really now something must really, really change over there, a lot, because this is this is happening everywhere, right? But this case must show it's the right way to do, because this 100% Dutch broadcaster won't let go just like that, because they lost a lot of investments and also were punished the really most brutal way for no reason now. And also Jost, and maybe that can happen to other artists, this is not a funny thing. This is, in my opinion, the biggest scandal in the modern history of Eurovision. This is, I would say, even more than some bribing of the juries and so on. This is crazy because it also strike the person itself, the company, the whole public thinking, the EBU reputation, the Eurovision's reputation. This is really, really crazy, and 100% I'm on Jost client's side, on AVROTROS side, because for me, what is absolutely wild that it became non-responded. The EBU don't communicate, at least it seems, and the Dutch were right all the time. Of course, I understand that there must be procedures done and so on, but when the innocence was found, there must be already a plan how to say, first of all, sorry, but it cannot end up just with a sorry. This is a very, very serious stuff, and I will continue on overseeing this topic because this is also very somehow important to me, because I won't really wish anybody to be falsely accused for something they've never done, and to really fight for justice. This is very, very important for everybody now, maybe across the whole Europe. Alright, there is some new stuff. I made a video and I read the new statements. Oh my god, this is getting crazy, and let me read it. This is how EBU responded to this crazy case. So, Jean-Philippe de Tember, EBU Deputy Director General and Director of Media said, the EBU aims to ensure the Eurovision Song Contest is a show for everyone and it's a safe place for staff, artists, guests and fans. Like all responsible employers, we do not tolerate inappropriate behavior and will always respond to any workplace issues that are reported to us. The decision to disqualify Mr. Klein from this year's event was made in strict accordance with Eurovision Song Contest, ESC rules and governance procedures after an internal investigation. In parallel, Swedish police decided to open a formal investigation into the conduct of Mr. Klein during the dress rehearsal, which we understand was closed today without further action. Yes, he was called innocent. Like, there is not further action. Like, if you cannot find evidence that he did anything wrong, that it didn't happen. Period. This was an investigation into whether a criminal act was committed and not whether Mr. Klein behaved inappropriately and breached ESC rules and procedures. This new development, therefore, does not have any impact on our decision, which we stand by completely. And this now, it's like a self-defense, in my opinion. This is just a self-defense. We were going by our procedures and so on and so on. But if they weren't able to deliver the evidence, and we are talking about the criminal conduct, but the prosecutor actually said, today I have closed the investigation because I cannot prove that the act was capable of causing serious fear or that the man had any such intention. Cannot prove means that there was not enough evidence. So how those investigations are cannot be like occurred. Like he did something wrong or he didn't something wrong. Like I know that now because of course the lawyers will be talking about details, right? I think it's kind of clear that such a punishment is absolutely inappropriate. I don't really believe that AVROTROS this may happen. This is a serious blow for the EBU. This is a very serious blow, and I'm very curious because they at some point they somehow probably need to give all the sides. This is investigation process, right? And they need to prove the process. If the prosecutor wasn't able to find this, how come that EBU did somehow like, so he caused harm, but what kind of, did he really cause harm? This is a question now. Like, what evidence is there for it if this cannot support a person to go to the police and the person finds that there is nothing to work on it, on investigation? This is even crazier. Like, I'm not sure that this is the very clever statement from the EBU, especially for their reputation. In my opinion, this is mind-blowing to me. This is a very defended thing, especially when we now know that they don't answering AVROTROS, which kind of it's like this is the body which is a member of the EBU, right? This is, in my opinion, very, very. It's getting out of the hands. I'm very curious how this will continue, because this is crazy. This is absolutely unbelievable. Unbelievable, and for me personally, this kind of means that really EBU needs changes. In my opinion, it just needs changes in general. Of course, we can talk about the behavior of the artists in general. We can behave about the behavior of the fans, which were in the media zone. We can question all of this, but we also must question EBU, because this response, I don't know, because that means that the fight is starting among why? Like, why? You did a mistake. You created a crazy precedent, and now what? This is crazy. This is absolutely unbelievable. Write me in the comments below. What do you think? Of course, maybe you have a different opinion. This is absolutely okay. I'm very, very curious. Where did it end up? Where do you think it will end up? Court, or they will find a solution? Because definitely after the message or the statement from the AVROTROS, this is just like a red flag, right? This is basically a war declaration, or I don't know, like if they take it this seriously and you answer with this is not a good statement. Of course, I understand that so many people would like to save their positions in the EBU, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure it's possible after this. Let's see. See you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.